Let's continue. 1 Kings, the 8th chapter, 41st verse. It says, moreover, concerning a stranger that is not of thy people Israel, but cometh out of a far country for thy name's sake, for they shall hear of thy great name, and of thy strong hand, and of thy stretched out arm, when he shall come and pray toward this house. Hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calleth to thee for, that all people of the earth may know thy name, to fear thee, as do thy people Israel, and they that may know that this house which I have built it is called by thy name. So that's for the other strangers. Supposed to be called on the name of the Most High. Coming back, doing what has to be done. If thy people go out to battle against their enemy, whatsoever thou shalt send them, and shall pray unto the Most High toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house that I have built for thy name. He said, we go out and pray toward the east. That's what he's saying. And toward the city which the Most High have chosen. See, the Most High, every place, Most High made every place just like he made all the people, but he chose a certain people, he chose a certain land that he loved. And let's go to, let's show that in 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. And I'm going to start at verse 23. 2nd Ezra 5 and 23. And said, O Most High that beareth rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. And of all lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. We know that's the land of Israel. And of all the flowers thereof, one lily. A lily. And of all the depths of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river. That's the Jordan River. And of all builded cities, thou hast housed Zion unto thyself, Jerusalem. And of all the fowls that are created that hast named thee, thou hast named thee one dove. That's the bird that he loved, the dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. Love the sheep. And among all the multitudes of peoples, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people, as thou lovest, whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. You see? That's what the Most High loves. The vine is the grapevine. You know, so that's what the Most High loves. That's how, you know, it is written concerning the Most High, the things that he loves. Going back to 1 Kings, the 8th chapter. Verse 44 again. If thy people go out to battle against their enemy, whithersoever thou shalt send them, and shalt pray unto the Most High toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house that I have built for thy name, meaning toward Israel, toward the east. Then hear thou in heaven their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause. Bring victory to us, he said. If they sin against thee, there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy, far or near. Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they were carried captives, as we're doing right now, bethinking ourselves in the land of our captives, in the land of our captivity, and repent. Be sorry for breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, and make supplication to thee in the land of them that carried them captives, saying, we have sinned, and have done perversely. We have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart and with all their soul in the land of their enemies, which led them away captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause. And forgive thy people that have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before them who carried them captives, that they may have compassion on them. For they be thy people, talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt, from the midst of the furnace of iron. Hold that, just a moment. Salakia. So 1 Kings 8:52. So that thine eyes may be open unto the supplication of thy servant, and unto the supplication of thy people Israel, to hearken unto them in all that they call for unto thee. Praying that the Most High would hear us. And everything that we cry unto the Most High to hear from us, he would hear. But thou didst separate them from among all the people of the earth. You see this? The Most High separated us from all the people of the earth to be thine inheritance, as thou spakest by the hand of Moses thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt, our power most high. That's what he did. Look at Exodus 19:5. Exodus 19:5. Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine. See that? And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and an holy nation. That's why when people they have a problem with priests, us being priests, so we're going to be a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. See, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto who? The children of Israel. You see that? So we're going to be a kingdom of priests. And these are the men that the Most High has called to bring forth his truth in these last days. We're going to be a kingdom of priests. Not only that, it tells you in Revelations 5:10. Remember, we're rehearsing. We're rehearsing now. I guess they really trip out of it. If someone called himself this, probably men are today. Revelations 5:10. And hath made us unto our power kings and priests. And we shall reign on the earth. We're going to reign right here on the earth. But he's going to make new heavens and new earth. And we're going to reign on the earth. I guess you got to get rid of all this cement. So we can have streets paved with gold. this concrete, this world of, like the Caucasus Mountains, like mountains. But see, he's gonna make us a nation of kings and priests. Look at Deuteronomy 28 and 1. It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken, which means listen diligently to the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You hear that? If we follow what he said he will set us above all nations of the earth. That's what we have to do. If we follow his law, such commandments. And don't be stiff-necked and hard-headed and think to do the things that we want to do ourselves and look at whatever we're doing and say, okay, well, let's make it be right in the eyes of the Most High. Deuteronomy 33. And we're going to look at, start at verse 1. And this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of the Most High, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, the Most High came from Sinai, and Mashiach Yahushai, and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of saints. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. Hear that? So who's his right hand? Mashiach Yahushai. He brought a fiery law to us. Yeah, he loved the people. All his saints are in thy hand, and they sat down at thy feet. Every one shall receive of thy words. Moses commanded us a law, even an inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. See that? Moses commanded us a law, the inheritance of the congregation of Israel. Let's get 1 Peter's, the 2nd chapter, in the 5th verse. 1 Peter's 2 and 5. First Peter's 2 and 5. Say, ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Shem Mashiach Yahushua. We're supposed to be offering up spiritual sacrifices that will please the Most High, that will be acceptable to him. That's why it says in verse 9, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation. You see that? So we're a royal priesthood, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people. Nobody's like us. That ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness, out of the ignorance of not knowing who we are, not knowing the Most High, not knowing his name, not knowing the Mashiach Yahushai, not knowing how to gather the children of Israel together, into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Now, this is clear. captivity, every captivity wasn't really considered a people. Not even that today. But they tell a man, Israelite man is what? 3/5 of a man until this day. They never changed that. Why nobody fighting for that? They say we still 3/5 of a man. So what is the Israelite woman? You know? Same as the man. It's no different. Because everybody comes from the man's seed. So they saying that we're 3/5 of a person. Where did the other 2/5 go? All this to degrade us and to have us so that we don't really know how powerful we are as a people. But he says in verse 10, it says, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High. See that? But now are the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Who we say we have mercy on? Jacob. Isaiah 14:1. You never see where you're going to say you don't have mercy, like he said you don't have mercy for Israel and for Jacob, our forefather, when we become the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. He said you're going to have mercy on Jacob. Let's see. Isaiah 14:1. So where the Most High say you have mercy on Edom, mercy on Ammon, mercy on Moab, mercy on Ishmael, mercy on Elam, mercy on Ham. Where's that at in the Bible? But I know it does say this, Isaiah 14:1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. These other nations going to be cleaving to us. But the Most High going to have mercy on Israel and yet choose Israel and set us in our own land. That's what he's going to do. And these other nations are going to be joined with us. They're going to be cleaving to us. And the people, verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them, just like you possess whatever you have, is yours, in the land of the Most High, for service, men slaves, and handmaids, women slaves. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. So, everyone that's had us in captivity going to go into captivity. That's what it's clearly saying. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. He's going to give us rest from this captivity that we're in right now. Deuteronomy 7:6. Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Most High thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. How special? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So, this is what the scriptures say. Deuteronomy 14:2. Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power, and the Most High hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. And we are very peculiar. You know, different than anyone else. Nobody dances like us, no one sings like us, nobody has invented more inventions on this earth than we have as a people. Because you're looking at being in slavery, you know, generally inventions are made because there's a need. We had a need to make things and to you know, advance our minds. How are we running around in Africa butt naked, running on some vines going from tree to tree like some dang old monkeys? And we invented all these inventions because our minds are capable of doing much more than what we will allow ourselves to do even now. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power, and the Most High hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth. That's what it says. Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9. But this is only if we follow his law, statutes, and commandments. So most of our people are not following any law, statutes, and commandments, so we're not going to be elevated above anybody. But the ones that are following his law, statutes, and commandments are going to see everlasting life. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. But the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance. So you see, the Most High didn't integrate everybody. He divided these nations their inheritance when he separated the sons of Adam. We all come from Adam. He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. So he set all the people's lands that he gave them according to the number of the people of Israel, the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion, the Most High's portion, is his people. Jacob, who was the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, is the lot of his inheritance. That's clear. So once he gave Israel our land, then he gave the other nations their land. You look at the back of Bibles, a lot of maps in the back of the Bible show you all the different, where all the tribes of Israel were, like in Israel, located in Israel. Then they show all these other nations in their lands outside, around, the vicinity where he gave us our land. Go to the New Testament. Matthew 1 and 1. Matthew 1:21. It's a lot. Matthew 1:21. It says, and she who was married shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Mashiach Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins. He shall save his people from their sins. Not everyone. Who is his people? Matthew 15:24. This is what he said. Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent. We know the Most High sent him, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He was only sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what he said.
Q&A mode is on. Participants may now unmute themselves.
So, are there any questions so far? Any questions?
Presentation mode is on. Only organizers can be heard. Conversation mode is on. Everyone can now be heard.
So, are there any questions so far? Right.
Q&A mode is on. Participants may now unmute themselves.
Matthew 10:5 and 6. These 12 Mashiach Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles. So don't go to these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. So don't go into northern Israel, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what he told him. He said, go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. For who? For the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, how do we feel about these other nations? Because, you know, everybody wants to say everybody's the same. Everybody's not the same in the eyes of the Most High. Isaiah 40 and 17. Isaiah 40 and 17. Isaiah 40 and 17. It says, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. You hear that? All nations before him are as nothing. They're counting him less than nothing. So what's less than nothing? You don't have nothing there, but less than nothing that you can see. Less than nothing and vanity. All right, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. That small dust that you can put on a scale. Behold, he taketh up the owls as a very little thing. The ones that's in the islands too. As a very little thing. Now people say, well, he's talking about Israel. Israel a nation too. No. Let's read verse 1, what he says. Say, comfort ye. Isaiah 41. Comfort ye my people, said the most, said your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem. He ain't gonna be telling us, he gonna speak comfort us and then come back and tell us we ain't nothing. So speak comfortably to us. What should Isaiah be telling us? And cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned. So our iniquity is pardoned. He's given us a pardon for the wickedness that we have done, breaking the Most High's laws. For she have received of the Most High's hand double for all her sins. To receive double for all our sins. So, when you look at this world we're in now, when people think that there's not going to be a judgment as such as the Most High put upon us, his chosen people, that the people that are ruling in this world right now, Esau and the Edomites, who are super of the earth at this time, that they're not going to get double for all the things that they have done that's wrong. He gave us double for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments. So if people that think that all the wickedness that people have done and not coming back to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, these laws, statutes, and commandments, following them as they should, that they're not going to be judged, they're going to get double too. Then they have to be, you can't really say we the chosen no more. You might as well, all of them that feel that way, they might as well say that they're the chosen because they haven't been judged. We've been judged. Our judges have been going into captivity, slavery, and bondage under all these nations. For doing what? Not following the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. So this is what he says to them in Revelation 18. The 18th chapter. Verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. So the Most High remembered the wickedness of Esau. He said, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. So she can receive double. Why? We receive double. So how is the Most High going to not give them double for what they have done? Since their sins, which is transgressing the Most High's laws, have reached unto heaven. Just like right now, you had just mentioned that basketball player coming out talking about he's gay. Come on, man. Everybody endorsing him like he's done something great. Like it's great to be gay or something. The Most High said he's supposed to be put to death. Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man lie with mankind as he shall a woman, both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, as it is written. That's why he destroyed 5 cities. The 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Destroyed all those cities. Behind what? First and foremost, homosexuality, lesbianism, and all the wickedness that they was doing there. That's why it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven. And the Most High remembered her iniquity. Most High ain't forgot. He ain't forgot. He's looking down upon this place, man, just letting it build up and build up. It's going to last till the fulfillment of the Gentiles be through. So he allowed them to build up all the wickedness that they're going to do. Then he's going to come bring that hammer down. So reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. See how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow will give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow. It doesn't happen to me. And shall see no sorrow. That's what America thinks. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, who judges her. That's a future prophecy. Because she have not been judged. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, this fornication is going against the Most High's law, such commandments. Because all the